This is Feature Mine, and so there's an interesting fire pit. They're calling it the Gates of Hell. Others call it the Gateway to Hell because this pit has been burning for over 50 years now. They're saying it ignited somewhere around 1970, and it's not clear how it even happened because there's conflicting origin stories. Some are saying it was the result of an industrial accident. Others are saying it's the result of a natural phenomenon. So with the natural phenomenon, they're saying it just might have collapsed on its own due to some type of methane leak where the ground collapsed around the area and ignited on fire, and now it's just on fire for over 50 years now. The other hypothesis they're saying is it could have possibly been an industrial accident where they might have been drilling for oil and there was a collapse or an accident, and they thought to set it on fire intentionally, thinking it would burn out after a few hours, maybe a few days or weeks or something, but instead it just continued to flame in a fiery pit for over 50 years now. So I find it interesting that they have conflicting origin stories. It's like, that tells me they probably don't know how it started either. Just because why would they have two different origin stories like that? So let me know what you guys think it might be in the comment section. Like, how do you think this happened? How do you think this occurred? Do you think it's anything of interest? Do you think it's well, they do say it's a very unique situation. It's a one-of-a-kind situation. Like, from what I researched, there has been no history of anything like this to have ever happened before anywhere in the world. The only thing I do see from the situation is that, well, I'm surprised they didn't have a meteorite hypothesis origin story, because it looks like it could have been what they call meteorite impact sites. And we covered that in my comments and meteorite video, if you want to go check that out. But yeah, it's like, so now we see that what they call meteorite impact sites, they look just like that. And so therefore we can now conclude that all meteorite impact sites have a questionable origin. They can say it's a meteorite impact site, but that doesn't mean that's what it is. Like I said, I'm surprised they didn't try to say that that's what this was. So now the authorities over in that area, they want to seal it up. They're thinking that will put out the flames because of the lack of oxygen. So the interesting thing about that attempt is, well, once they cover up the pit, it's possible there's going to be a buildup of methane, like, because that methane is trying to escape, and it seems it's obviously unlimited because there's a leakage that's been going on for 50 years now. So if they cover that up, is it going to build up and burst out somewhere else possibly? Who knows? I mean, what's even causing this leak? I mean, it's 1970, they're saying it happened. So that means something had to have happened to have made this situation occur. And I don't know, like, let me know, are you buying their origin stories where they're saying it could have been an accident from drilling, or do you think it's the natural phenomenon situation, or do you think it's something else? I mean, the only other thing I could possibly think of is some type of fallen angel situation where like it's almost like a fallen angel got kicked out of heaven and that was the impact site. I think the movie Thor kind of had a scene like that where Thor got kicked out of Asgard and he ended up getting kicked down to Earth, and there was an impact site. People were baffled about, like, how it, what is this? They didn't know what it was where they saw that impact. So who knows if that was a fallen one that arrived in 1970, around 1970. That would have been over 50 years ago. So That means, who knows, but I'm sure they were already here before 1970 as well, of the fallen ones. I mean, there's been a lot of information about a war in heaven and angels getting kicked out. And so maybe all the so-called meteorite impact sites have to do with the angels that were kicked out of heaven, possibly. Who knows? I mean, I like the sinkhole theory too. I mean, that I'm definitely could see the sinkhole theory just as far as it being a natural phenomenon. The drilling accident theory seems like a reasonable explanation. Really, the fallen ones almost seems like that's a pretty, that's a pretty interesting hypothesis, but the other ones almost seem more realistic, the ones they had came up with. But who knows, it could be something dramatic like that. I mean, because what's really causing this thing to burn for so long, it's like what was punctured below to where methane is being leaked in this manner. I guess we're gonna have to do a deeper dive on methane and methane gas and start to maybe understand more about what are they seeing methane gas, how is that originating under the earth, and where's it coming from. So maybe at another time we'll do a deeper dive and really try to brainstorm on methane gas and see if we can figure out anything in that discussion. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section, in the description, in the comment section, and let me know what you think this might be. Is there any ideas that you have that you want to share with us? And maybe we'll brainstorm about what this sinkhole might be. What's your ideas on meteorite impact sites? Well, so-called meteorite impact sites. What are your thoughts about what's under the earth? Like what's causing this methane? What is the function of that? I mean, methane gas, like we said before, is it possible Earth is some type of organic, thing where it just has these functions like methane gas, and it's gassy, where it's just some type of natural thing, like where's the oil of the earth, the coal, like the earth produces so much interesting elements. And I've actually been doing some research on elements in the Book of Remembrance, which was recommended to me by some of my subscribers. So I've been checking it out, and they were saying something about the elements, each element of creation being tied to an entity or something. I don't know. It's a pretty interesting read so far. I'm about at chapter 3 now. So I don't know. I mean, who really knows? Creation is pretty interesting indeed. So yeah, I'll leave a link if you want to see more information about this gateway to hell methane gas leak, and so you can see some footage of it and what they're talking about and stuff. So anyways, I'll leave that link in the comment section in the description box. I'll also leave a link if you want to sign up to my free email newsletters. I'll also leave a link I'm accepting $1 donations if you want to help keep Feed Your Mind online. I'll also leave a link to my social media and my other channels. I'm going to be at Feed Your Mind 3 dropping some information on other subjects I don't cover on this channel. So make sure you're subscribed over there. And yeah, that's about it. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been Feed Your Mind signing off.